Purslane, one of the most nutritious foods on earth. Many of you may not know about purslane, which is scientifically known as Portulaca oleracea. This is a weed, so people may not pay much attention to it. However, this is one of the most nutritious foods in the world. Yes, it's true. Also called little hogweed, duckweed, pusley, fatweed, and pigweed. This weed, or let's call it a leafy green, is called luni-bhaji in North India and kulfa in other states of India. Purslane is actually a weed that grows wildly. It is indigenous to India. You can often find this weed being sold in the streets of Mumbai. If you may have seen a mass of wildly tangled dark green leaves and reddish stems at a vegetable vendor, this is purslane. This weed is quite an irritation to gardeners though. Its thick and succulent leaves make the plant hardy. The leaves store huge volumes of water. This makes the plant heat tolerant. It is also difficult to uproot this weed. India's gift to the world. Several botanical studies have mentioned India as the native of purslane weed. This weed is quite famous globally and a few writers have even mentioned it in their writings. One of the American writers who is an expert on wild foods, Gibbons, have named this weed as India's gift to the world. Unfortunately, Indians have almost forgotten about this gift. Only a minor chunk of the population eats purslane. You can rarely see it in the market. This is because only a few know its nutritious value. Many people don't know that you can use this weed as food. Purslane is hardly cultivated. It grows wildly in various places. Many people don't even recognize this weed or plant. Mahatma Gandhi ate this weed. Mahatma Gandhi was one person who knew the value of this weed. Many food writers in foreign land have mentioned that it was one of the favorite foods of Gandhi. Well, we do not know whether this is true, but one this is certain. He did recommend eating purslane. In one of his articles in the magazine Origin he wrote, "The nourishing properties of the innumerable leaves that are to be found hidden among the grasses that grow wild in India." Gandhiji had discovered this weed when he was staying in Wardha and following a diet of raw foods. According to records, Gandhiji was happy to see this weed in the hands of an ashram resident. As per an excerpt from this article, brought to me a leaf that was growing wild among the ashram grasses. It was luni. I tried it, and it agreed with me. Soon, luni became an integral part of Mahatma Gandhi's diet. Nutrition value of purslane. Purslane is loaded with vitamins A, B, and C, folate, pyridoxine, riboflavin, and niacin. The weed is rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, plus carotenoids. It also has lots of 2-butylene alkaloid pigments, which are potent antioxidants. About 100 grams of purslane contains only 16 calories, but loads of dietary fiber. It is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These are great for heart health and brain power.